A covenant is a solemn promise to act together. I'm Sally Wiggin from WTAE-TV, and in Wilkinsburg, the covenant is real. Here, the people have demonstrated their commitment to act together for the benefit of one another and for the future of their children. One, by the hundreds, they've planned and labored to create a place where each can receive much-needed support and human services. And this community has pledged to continue that support in the future. Tonight, we'll show you how Wilkinsburg has adopted the belief that it takes a whole community to raise a child. How appropriate that it all started here in Covenant Church.
Our church survives as a multiracial congregation, multiracial in leadership, multiracial in attendance. And we do that in a setting in which, while violence has at times increased in this community, there is something that's vital in this church and in the life of the people in this church.
Covenant Church, Wilkinsburg. From the pulpit, Pastor Joseph Garlington sows the seeds of faith. In a community poised on the brink of social, economic, and cultural despair, Garlington's church has accepted a leadership role in a citywide movement to resurrect the people and the hopes of this neighborhood.
I believe we are in a dangerous time, but we are in the most opportune time. Some of the ministers in our church, we were thinking, how can we impact our society? Right around that time, one of the real big words was making a difference. And what will get a community mobilized together is a project that they all can identify with. Sometimes it's someone's tragedy. Sometimes, for instance, in the Mennonite community, it's a barn raising.
What the town needed was the right man to take charge. Enter Leon Haynes, a 38-year-old veteran of the Fortune 500 Fast Track, whose company was about to promote him and move him to another town.
I just walked away from the corporate world. I had a great career, a lot of time put in, but I felt like I was called to finish whatever I had started in Pittsburgh. I knew I had a lot of skills, and it wasn't necessarily a job that I was looking for. It was something greater.
This missionary had found his calling in the form of a boarded-up school building in the center of Wilkinsburg. It would be called Hosanna House, a nonprofit organization led by pastors, community leaders, and residents, a place for physical and spiritual healing, the future Wilkinsburg Community Center. Leon inspired community volunteers to pitch in an estimated $200,000 worth of labor for renovations.
The first day that we declared a work day by faith, just to see how many people really cared, and 500 people showed up of all walks of life, of all races, I cried. Because to me, that made a statement far greater than any foundation anybody could ever do.
As executive director of Hosanna House, Leon Haynes has slowly opened hearts and doors, galvanizing an army of volunteers, stimulating significant funding, and creating partnerships of all kinds. The new Wilkinsburg Community Center is set to open this summer.
It sounds pretty healthy. Then we'll listen to your law.
The Health Center, providing medical care to children, teens, and adults, is a joint effort of the Allegheny County Health Department, Forbes Health System, and the Alma Illery Medical Center. What did you have to beg, borrow to get this off?
All of the above. Begged a little bit, borrowed, and really advocated real strongly for participants of those individuals.
He is relentless and tireless, and he thinks nothing of picking up the telephone and calling anyone to work with him.
But Leon is one person who recognizes how important it is to make a difference in the community, and his tenacity, his efforts go without saying.
It would have been very easy for a lesser man, you know, to go find something else to do.
Well, I grew up in a neighborhood which was predominantly Afro-Americans. It was a dirt road for years before they finally paved it. I was a local paper boy, so I went in everyone's house. I knew everybody on the corners. I knew the drunk on the corner. I knew the lady who couldn't afford rent, who were pumping water outside. I knew them all. I talked to them all. So I felt their pain. I cried inside with them. So it was, yes, it was always in me to help people, to make a difference in people. You might see that you're in a different group this week, and that's because
Leon continues to make a difference through a weekly program that brings fatherless boys together with older men.
And one of the things we talked about, can somebody feed back to me about when somebody's talking to you, what should you be doing? Looking at them, right? Why do you think that's so? I have a very close group of men that I've been working with in an organization called Brothers Keepers. And we spend a lot of time together working with these young men as well as spending time with each other. We got to talk it out and we got to work it out, and that's what we want to do. That's what we're here for. We can't just microwave our kids, and that's what the frustration is on our society. We want to microwave everything. We want to go somebody and smack these kids and they get all right, or we want to touch them and they're going to be all right, and we want to smile at them and they're going to be okay. That's not going to happen. This microwave mentality's got to go.
My name is Andre Tucker, and I'm a sophomore at Wilkinsburg Junior Senior High School. I'm 15 years old, and I live with my mother and my two younger brothers. One of the people that made a difference on my life and how I act now is Leon Haynes, by taking me in his organization, also giving me leadership in his project, Hosanna House.
Andre is a model of the next generation of leaders Leon Haynes is shaping. Leon recalls a sincere, serious 9-year-old with a sense of responsibility.
He called one day and he said, "Mr. Leon, you don't have to pay me anything, but if you would do such and such for my little brother." He was willing to sow his time, his talent, for the help of his family. Right away, I said, this kid has something.
The things I do for people, I guess, and knowing that it'll all come back on me eventually, that whatever I give up will always come back.
Today, Andre is admired by not only his peers, but also adults. They recognize in Andre a strength that is not rooted in aggression.
Andre is the type of young man that he wants to do things now, and he demonstrates that I am somebody. And I would have to take that back to his close relationship with Leon.
We can restore hope. We can give them hope by saying we care. We genuinely care by the types of things that we do, the types of services that we make available to you, by the types of touches that we do. We have to be real, we have to be truthful, we have to build relationships, we have to be honest, and we have to tear down these barriers. I strongly believe that it takes a whole village to raise a child. It was that way in my own life. My goal is to pull our village of Wilkinsburg together.